What's up, guys, and welcome to my desk. This is this is my desk. The reason I'm showing you my desk is because we got some delivery. I'm going to upgrade my Mac. Yes, this is a Mac that I've had since late 2014, early 2015. It was the first one, actually, I think, with the Retina display in it, which is really nice, actually. It's nice to have that sort of crispiness. But yes, this is the memory, and I'm going to be installing it. We're going to make a couple upgrades. Well, one to the Mac, one to the storage. I have this hard drive here, which is very sturdy. Yeah, hang on a second. I just need to clean this. There we go. Right, okay, so the desk, much cleaner. Just ignore the fact I put everything there. Yes, so this is the Mac that we're going to upgrade. It's actually, it's the machine I use to do all my editing. Basically everything I record onto this Mac, and then I edit using Final Cut, and that's how I do my videos. But yeah, I am a bit of an Apple fanboy, to be honest. I do owe Apple quite a lot, given that I actually... Why am I filming the screen? There we go. I owe Apple quite a lot, actually, because if it wasn't for Apple, I wouldn't probably have found my career. A lot of you know, some of you probably don't. I'm an iOS engineer by trade, so yeah, it was the iPhone and Mac that got me into programming, which got me my career. So it's yeah, Apple, actually, I owe them quite a bit. But yeah, this was an iMac that I bought in 2014, 2015, and it was primarily bought as a replacement for a MacBook that I had that had got a bit old. It was 5 years old at the time, and this now is 5 years old. And my MacBook, I had to upgrade the memory after 2 years. This is the first time I've had to upgrade anything on it. I mean, to be fair, it's the only thing I can upgrade on a Mac is the memory. Yes, to upgrade this thing, the memory is the only thing that you can actually get to. Anything else, you've got to take the screen off, which is not a nice process to be doing, because it doesn't come off very well. You've got to stick it back on. You need glue to put it back together again, which is, yeah, not the greatest in terms of upgradability. But it does have the ability to upgrade the memory, so we're going to do that. Actually, hang on, let me flip the camera. This is the current spec of this thing, which has got a quad-core i7, which is, I mean, it's 5 years old now, so i7 is like the 5th gen i7 or something like that. It's not a great i7, or I think we're now in like 10th gen. But yes, it still does the job. It's 4 gigahertz, so it actually kicks the bucket with a kicks the bucket. That's not the right terminology, really. Kicks in the net? I don't know. Anyway, right, so basically it's 4 gigahertz, so it's still pretty powerful. It's only a quad core, but it's still, like, you know, it's got plenty of power behind it. So processing wise, it's not that bad. However, it's that 8 gigabyte of memory that's the problem. 8 gigabyte back when I bought this was quite a lot. Let's say it's quite a lot. It was enough. Now, however, with a lot of the upgrades to software and things, 8 gigabytes, not that much, and it does have built-in graphics, which does help as well. So yes, we're going to be upgrading that memory, and as I said, I'm also going to upgrade this hard drive here. So this is a 2 terabyte hard drive that I use, and basically half of it is split. Actually, I can show you here. I've got storage. Half of it is split between this time machine and the external drive. So the external drive is where I put all my videos, final videos, and all my recordings go into that. And then the backup is just a backup for this drive here. And despite the fact that this is a terabyte, and my internal hard drive is only 1.12 terabytes, I still get this thing appearing here all the time now, telling me that I don't have enough space to back things up. So what I've done is I have bought this. So this is an 8 terabyte, really good camera work here. Oh, you can actually see me, there you go. So this is an 8 terabyte hard drive, which I'm going to use as a replacement for this one, but this one's not actually going to be getting removed. This one here, I'm going to take, really good camera work here, Stu. I'm going to take this hard drive through, and I'm actually going to connect it to my router. I'm going to use that as my backup drive and use the full 2 terabytes as a backup drive, and this is where all my footage is going to go. So it's 8 terabytes, so it should last quite a while. But yes, this is the process of replacing the memory in this. So part 1, turn the thing off, because replacing anything inside a computer when it's still powered on, not a great idea. So shut that down, and then join me back when we'll be putting that in there. All right, so I've taken the Mac, I've disconnected it from all of that guff and put it flat on the table. So now I need to get into this hatch here. And very smartly, Apple have added a little button underneath the power thing connector, so you can't open it whilst it's turned on. But yes, I need to open this. So let's see if I can get this to pop up. That was a two-handed job, but I've got this off. So yes. Now we got access to the memory, so I need to flip this up. There we go. So these are the DIMM slots that the memory fits in, and now there's, I can't really see that very well, but there's 4 of them. Currently only 2 of them being used. These are 2 4 gig DIMMs, so basically I need to add the 2 8 gig ones to it. I'm just going to put them in the empty slots. The memory we're adding in is Corsair Mac Memory, which probably adds about 10 quid to the price just by having that word at the front of memory. So yes, this is Mac Memory. It's basically just it's SODIMM, which is the same kind of memory you get in a laptop. And this is your typical sort of laptop style memory. So basically I just have to put this in that one of those slots. I think I'm going to need both hands for this, so I'm going to do that now. All right, so we've got, you can't see anything there. I can't do any camera work. Right, so we've got all 4 of these memory cards, memory chips, slots, DIMMs in there. So now I just need to, it's just a case of, should be just a case of pushing, can't really see, pushing these levers back there. I should probably be using both hands here. This is definitely not the way they expected you to do it. Anyway, right, so that seems to be back in. I'll just double check that that's back in, but then yes, we'll put this little cover back on it, and I think we should be good to give it a boot up and see what happens. So we have got it, it's plugged back in again. So now, the moment of truth, turn this thing on and hopefully it doesn't go fizz bang pop and a bunch of flame comes shooting out of it. So far, doesn't appear to be doing very much at all. Oh, there we go. It took it a minute, but there it is. Heart didn't start just jumping out of me, but yes. Okay, so we got the bong, or the dong, and yes, we have got ourselves at least somewhat a live Mac, hopefully. It sees all 24 gig of the memory. Are you dirty? Is that better? That looks a bit better. There we go. Right, so hopefully, get our mouse. Right, I'll log in and then we'll check to see if memory exists. So we're logged in. Moment of truth about this Mac. Let's have a look. There we go. 24 gigabytes, 1600 megahertz DDR3 memory. Just click on the memory thing, there you go. You can see you've got 2 4 gigs and 2 8 gig slots. So that is the memory upgrade. Very simple. The easiest thing you can upgrade on any computer really is the memory. Best thing about a Mac is because, hang on, I'll flip the camera. Best thing about doing it on a Mac is the fact that it's the only thing you can upgrade, which means it's very easy to get to. And like there's not really much risk of breaking anything else in the process because it's like very simplistic, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, compared to my big beast of a PC down below me, that thing, if you went rummaging around in there, you could break many things if you decided to go all haywire on it, chuck a spanner in there or something. Yes, so that is the Mac upgraded. We now have 24 gig memory, which should hopefully help make my editing a little bit faster. I was running out of it somewhat when I was doing some of my editing, especially when the hard drive fills up. When your hard drive fills up, normally under most scenarios, when you've filled all of your memory, all of your RAM, your Mac or your computer in general, Windows does the same thing, it'll start moving some of the memory, some of the data that's stored in memory, it'll move it to a hard drive if it doesn't think it's going to be needed in rapidly. So when it does that, it has to find space on the hard drive to do it. So if your hard drive's filled to buggery, then you're not going to find anywhere to put any memory need to store for a while. Not having hard disk space actually drastically can affect your performance. Next part of this is to try and free up my hard drive requirements. Yeah, I did manage to this is still looking at me. You can tell I'm not very good at filming things with an actual camera as opposed to doing it with a capture card. So yeah, anyway, apologies. I shall flip the camera again. Yeah, as you can see there, I've only got half or I managed to free up about, this was like pretty much full the other day. I managed to free up like half of my hard drive space, which was nice. But I think what I'm actually probably going to do shortly is actually completely reset this back to factory. Just save all of my sort of valuable files and reset the whole thing back to, can I go to, no, I can't even zoom out. Yeah, back to the factory settings. I think it's always good, I think, or I feel, to like reset your computers once every year or two, couple of years. It's a bit of a faff, I have to say. You have to transfer all of the stuff that you want to keep on a hard drive somewhere, reset it, and then put it all back again. And it's just a whole like mess, and then you got to reinstall all your stuff, which is, it's a lot of effort, but it does help quite a bit in speeding things up. It's really useful. So I haven't done it with this for a while, so I might do that at some point. But yes, next part of this is to replace this hard drive here with this hard drive. Not really going to film that because it's just a case of unplugging this one and plugging this one into where this one is. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and then we should be all sorted. All right, got the bad boy installed. I now need to set it up. It came with all this guff on it. It comes with like this Start Here Mac app, which I'm not going to be using. It's going to go straight to disk utility and format it, because I mean, like, it's probably what that's going to do anyway. There we go. Right, it's not going to be. We're gonna do journaled. I've called it Fat Boy, and a fat is actually a a style, a formatting that Microsoft uses, but we don't use that on Apple. I think actually no, I want to use APFS, which is Apple's proprietary format. So I want to use that because it's the fastest one. So we're going to erase that and name it Fat Boy, just because why not? And yes, that's going to be our new hard disk for all of our footage is going to go in there. And then yes, I'm then going to have the fun task of connecting this bad boy back to my computer and transferring all of the stuff that I've got on this, all the videos and things I've got on this, back to this. And then once I've done that, I'll format this one and I'll connect it to the router that's next door. And yeah, that'll then become our backup drive. For goodness sake, something's gone wrong, has it? What have you? What's the problem? Operation failed. An internal error. What? Let's try that format instead. Right, let's give this one a go. Yeah, so hopefully this succeeds this time. Yeah, we'll connect this to the network, and then this will become the backup drive for this computer. It has actually succeeded this time, so it was something about the different format style. Maybe it only works with internal drives. But yes, that is us now formatted our drive. There we go, there you go. Used 1.49 gig, apparently, given that it's empty. I don't really know how. Just double check that it is actually empty. It should be, it's just been formatted. Fat boy, there we go. Absolutely nothing in it. Somehow 1.49 gig of it has been used. But anyway, yes, 8 terabytes of unused free space to put all of our videos. And now comes the time-consuming part of actually transferring all that stuff. All right, we've got it transferring. It's saying it's going to take, it's coming down. 6, 5, 6, 5, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 7 hours. 7 hours, you're going to change your mind again? 6 hours maybe? We'll see. Anyway, yeah, 5 hours now. And we will be able to eventually, at some point, given that it's currently 7:30 at night, might be done by 1, 2 in the morning. So yeah, that's going to be fun. But yeah, once that has all been transferred over, then I can reformat that thing, connect it to the hard drive, connect it to the network, and it'll become our backup drive. So then then it'll be nice and good for everybody. And when I say everybody, me. But yeah, given that I was running out of space on that, and I don't know where to put my videos after I've run out of space on that, this is going to be a pretty big save. But yeah, that's basically my little tour / upgrade vlog thing, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, if you want more of an actual in-depth tour of my setup, then leave a comment below, and we can do that at some point. But yeah, that was my quick little brief upgrade video. Yeah, so until next time, I'll see you later. This is a really bad outro. Why do I sound so depressed? Yes, see, like, this is something, right? Little intro thing, or little sort of side note here. Saying goodbye or ending anything is not something I'm very good at. So you've probably noticed, if you've ever watched any of my videos to the very end, that my outros are all the same, and that's because that's how I do it. And they're not great outros. But yes, saying goodbye or ending like a conversation, I am just the worst person at doing that. So it's yeah, it's very odd for me to say goodbye at the end of videos and it sounds natural. There's something about saying goodbye, it just never really seems right. But anyway, yes, I'm going to end this video. So until next time, no, hang on a minute, don't go. Click the like button, subscribe if you've not already done that, hit that bell, because apparently that's a thing these days. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you later. This is bad, that's the wrong way around. See you later. Hang on. How do I end my videos?